Right, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another stream. Actually, it's quite funny because we had this one locked in, but I forgot to do a schedule for it, and I also forgot to put it in my calendar. So, nearly forgot about it, but luckily the host of this tournament, Hank, managed to very kindly remind me, and both players as it happened, that this was happening, and all of us can still make it, so here we are. Right, what I was just about to do then was get the stream chat up, so that was all ready. Excellent. Hello, Amiyasa and Redwan, by the way. Alright, let's do a quick recap of what we've got here. So, okay, we're showing this here. This is the Uncharted Grounds tournament, and it is the third place playoff. And it is between TumStep and Killer. We'll have a look at that in their pathway in a second. This is a $725 prize pool. Very generous, $500 from KJ. Done a lot, KJ, actually, in the last few months. So it's a huge shout out to him, really pumped some good money into 0 Hour. And these are the type of guys you really rely on in this community. So huge thank you to him. $100 by Hank himself, supporting his own tournament. Very nice. Jazz with 100 as well. And then Piddix with $25. So yeah, very nice prize pool. This game is worth $100, so whoever loses goes away with nothing. Whoever wins, they take $100. So it's a $100 set is the way to think about it. These are the potential maps available. TumStep will take the first map, I've been informed. If we go to 6-6, it's a best of 13 this. If we go to 6-6, we'll see a stealth mirror on Hekla's frontier. I'm pretty sure that this is the map pool. As well for the third place, I'm going to assume anyway. Yep, must be. Let's look quickly at the bracket and see how both players have got here. So Madagascar beat Killer 7-3 in the semi-finals. Before that, Killer just beat Staz 7-6. He beat Setamol 6-0. He beat Pepsi 5-1. And that was his path. TumStep very narrowly lost to Xscale 7-6. And before that, he beat Ninja 7-0. That's an impressive scoreline. Beat UAN 6-0, yeah. These are good players, by the way. It's just crazy, really. Shows how the level of TumStep. Beat Redwan 5-3. Redwan faring a bit better. And then beat Tease in round 1 at 5-0. Alright. That is enough of that. We will put in-game mode on and we'll actually load some 0 Hour. Hello, Rangers ZH again, by the way. Good to see you. And Hank, hello. And 3BR32, hello. Hi again. I know, yes, sir. If you didn't hear the first time and read one, hi guys. Hope you're good. All right.
Welcome
I need
to
change my name
Online.
again, don't I? Oh. Okay. We will put a password on this. Let's call it TumStep Killer Uncharted. Tony. Let's just call it that. Change the map in a second. Let the players know what the password is. And yeah, hopefully we'll be in for a nice set here, actually, between these two. I'm not quite sure what Killer's form is going to be like, because I know he has been a bit disrupted by everything that was or has been going on in the Middle East region. But he's back. Hopefully all is good. I won't say that. I'm sure that went through to both of them. Yeah, TumStep's map first is what I was informed anyway. For those that don't know, CXN tournament, TumStep's in the final of that. And has a very good chance of winning, actually. Against one of SPL or Ovi. Blizzarding Winter, okay. Probably going to be seeing some new maps, actually. This one we've seen before. But there is a chance we will see a map not seen on this channel yet in this set. Let's ask if the players want to do in, out, or fast armies. Okay. As soon as one player says in and out, that's what we do. Regardless of what the other player prefers. Inf Nuke, not the best first matchup. But on this map, you never know. You never know. Maybe the Nuke can do something. Time will tell. Let me just double check that there isn't some sort of veto in play here. I should probably have double checked this. Players can veto a matchup if they agree, but neither player doing that here. Maybe because they think the Nuke has more of a chance. I think the Nuke can do something here. If you get to a prop, and in all likelihood on a map this size you will. Okay, Frenzy 1. See that get used at some point, I'm sure. In fact, because of that, I don't know if we can get the... Normally you can hear it, but I'm not sure you can. Anymore in Generals Online. You can. Okay, there we go. Anyway, top right, we start with Killer. He's playing an orange, and he's playing as China Nuke General. Not that you can see it, he just sold it. Also, you can't quite tell, but we've got TumStep in the bottom left. He's in the green, playing as China Infantry General. Got this lovely little thing that tells us here in case we forget. I think if this was this new dashboard here would be very useful if it was like free-for-alls, because that can be a pain, like trying to introduce all 6 players. But being able to see it at all times is really, really quite nice. So TumStep going for a War Factory barracks, not going for the traditional inf build here of double War Factory against other Chinas. But let's see what these players can do. In fact, let's remind ourselves on the map. So you've got supplies, supplies, supplies. So 3 safe supplies. Fairly decent chunk of them as well. More supplies in the top left. 2 oils in the middle. More supplies on the bottom right. And then I think, is that it for oils? There's 1 here and there is 1 here as well. Okay. Oh, and 1 here and 1 here. So, okay, 6 soils on the map, I think that is. 1, 2, and then obviously on the other side, yeah, 6. All right. TumStep just going pure supply, and he's going to start with a flamer. Actually, Killer's going to start with a flamer too. And he is going to try and get these oils in. That minigunner has gone to try and deny this. It'll be close. I think the minigunner might just get there, actually. The flamer's going to try and deny this one. So yeah, very nice start from TumStep. Knows to try and deny these oils. And I think he will deny both, actually, looking at this. Yeah, he's going to deny this one. And the mad thing is had he just gambled on here, he might well have denied. Okay, he does get this oil. That's important. And we'll expand to a 3rd supply. Does he keep the oil alive? Looks like he is just going to keep that alive for a few seconds longer, and then this outpost is going to kill it. Yeah, this one not successful. So a good start for TumStep. Second War Factory is being developed. Yeah, that goes down now. Nice tank hunter here, just in time. Has covered his face off pretty nicely, actually. Not really any way in for this sort of outpost. So that's, in that sense, it's a good result for Killer. He'll now be looking to get to a propaganda fairly soon. I imagine as soon as he gets to 2k cash is probably what he's going to look to build. Yeah, there it is. Middle, TumStep has to decide whether he's going to secure this or capture it. Ooh, mistake from Killer. Okay, now he's going to rectify that mistake. Yeah. TumStep wisely evacing and will probably just look to gun this down. TumStep was already on 10k a minute. Already on the 4 supplies. Very, very fast expansions from him. And 1 tank hunter goes down, but the Gat tank gets pretty wrecked. Nice flamer spam through the middle. And trying to gun this down. I think this can be a move now. But it has to be very, very careful. Prop will be up shortly. That's going to help. And the Battlemaster's built to deal with these flamers here. Left flank. This red guard was trying to capture the oil of TumStep, but not successful. There's a lot of green on the map. There's a lot of green on the map. Okay, 2 flamers survive. Outpost was cracked open as well. Further expansion over here by TumStep. Yeah, this is really nice from him. Just so quick to expand. Airfield is going to be built. The only trouble for Killer here is he's got not that much room to work in. And TumStep pretty much controls the map. So without any sort of expansion point, Killer is in a bit of a tough spot. Fairly nice micro. Doesn't quite manage to keep that alive, but he will finish that off. TumStep obviously knows that his opponent is on a prop. And he's going to try and be aggressive. He wants to capture these oils with the Lotus. But he has to be careful here. There are a couple of tank hunters in there. Probably needs to prioritize cracking that outpost open, but I think he's looking elsewhere. So already in a little bit of trouble. Lotus will capture these. Ooh, Super Lotus in the middle as well. Very annoying to deal with. ECM goes down. This outpost is going to cause all sorts of problems though. Including taking a dozer out that's building the nuke. Yeah. Is looking for a hunt here. Might get it. And this might be the beginning of the end here for Killer. They should be able to keep this alive. Dozer does stay alive. Oh, it's run straight into a tank hunter. Ah, that's GG. Yeah, there it is. That's unlucky. Very nice. I think that's deliberate from TumStep to leave that single tank hunter there. Very, very clever. Very, very clever. So yeah, 1-0 lead, but TumStep's got it all to do here. Very, very tough for the nuke. Okay, let's get TumStep on the scoreboard. I think the players don't really mind the Imber so much for the first game because it kind of gets the clicks going on. So they know they should realistically win both ways. But it's like a nice way to just warm up. So you're less likely to see these imbalanced matchups vetoed in the first games. Later on or halfway through the set, maybe. But yeah, in the early game, if neither player's ready, then yeah, you're gonna see that. For some reason my stream chat has stopped being live and I don't know why. Bit weird. Alright, let's try again. Anyway, we start at the top right with TumStep. This time he's going to try and win as the nuke. Bottom left, we have got the infantry here for Killer playing in pink. A few people in the chat, actually. It's gotten busy. Hello, Mojo Jojo. Hello, Sam. Mr. Gerbil. NZ. Kiwi Kino, I'm going to say that is. Hello to you. And Tagarian. Bindama again, hello, hello. Maria Stanhoff, hello to you as well. And anyone else that I've not said hi to, hello. Dr. Joe as well, hi to you. Okay, what are we seeing from Killer? Much faster third supplies, no barracks. Versus TumStep, who is going for a triple supply build, but not going to try and get the oils. At least not yet. I'm going to go double barracks behind the single war factory. And we'll open with a flamer. Dr. Joe predicting a 7-3 here for in favour of TumStep. Should probably have done a poll. But feels a bit late to do that now. It would be especially late to do it if TumStep manages to pull off a miracle in this game as well. Okay, first flamer is going to get found by the first outpost, so that's already a good result for Killer. Last thing you want is for your very first unit to have success. Or at least the first unit for your opponent to have success in these China mirrors, especially when you are the person with the advantage. Kind of puts you on the back foot quite quickly. But yeah, going this defensive approach seems to be the answer for TumStep. Again, might see a similar situation where the opponent knows that and expands quite quickly. But hasn't lost anything of note so far, so it's been an okay start. Killer is already on the 4 supplies. And a fairly quick prop being dropped down. Tank Hunter's up here trying to be annoying. TumStep's also hit 10k per minute. Okay, Minigunner has opened this. So there is a bit of a hole down this bottom right suddenly for TumStep. It's going to have a bit of work to do here. That's apparently got stuff in it. It needs to evac the outpost, and largely does. But yeah, War Factory at risk. First gat goes down. Can he take all the gats is the question. No, not without microing. Did some decent damage though. Outpost now trying to skirt around here. TumStep is going to look to try and get this oil now. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea for Killer to try and preemptively kill that. Might not be doable though. Oh, it is actually pretty full. It is pretty full. Yeah, he's going to preemptively kill it. TumStep looks like he's accepting the loss. And there is another push down here as well. Good pressure from Killer. Doesn't really target there. But yeah, having good success up here. That is going to go down, is it? Yep, does. Killer also expanding over here. That is potentially ambitious with the flamer there. Probably wants to be, yeah, cancelling it, I was going to say. Might actually have to sell this up as well. Both players with about 11 to 12k per minute. Very, very nice income. Okay. Airfield, prop being laid down. TumStep doing quite well, especially with this being killed off. Very much brute force approach by Killer so far. It has both the oils in the middle though. So Lotus must be out somewhere. Lotus is here, okay. If the flamer preemptively kills the oil, that'll be a success. It might get greedy though. Yeah, okay, the Lotus will stop it, I think. Oh no. The Lotus is going for the oil. And these tank hunters will clean that up. Okay, so Killer is going to keep that oil alive. And what are we on? A nuke is now attempting to be built. This is nice from TumStep. He's certainly given himself a chance. Still plenty of work to do if you want to be winning this matchup. It is very, very difficult. The longer the game goes on, the better it gets for the nuke. And I certainly think TumStep has given this a slightly better go. Not by much. But just that little bit more. Where's the Lotus gone? Over to capture this oil, maybe. No. Somewhere else. Maybe over here. Yeah, there we go. There she is. Hello, Jazz. Welcome to you, man. Nice flamer here denying the dozer. And nuke MiGs are out, but they are currently just the unupgraded version. Wonder what, are they looking to try and get a hunt in? Yeah, but what he doesn't know is that the command center is already re-established. So it is a little bit late. But TumStep had to try something. Ooh. Okay, now he can evac. Yeah, cleverly done there. So this is kind of devastating. Level 3 now as well. It's only going to get harder. Because he can call in a carpet bomb. He can call in artillery. He's going to expand up the top left now. Lotus captured this oil and she is just chilling for now. And there is a sea of flamers coming into the base. Nice micro from TumStep, though. Very nicely done. Does deny them. TumStep's actually level 3 himself. Currently without a CC, though. Killer hasn't actually got the level 3 yet. It's just focused on the attack for now. Ooh, nuke MiGs are now in play. Okay. That might just trigger Killer a little bit to be a little bit faster with his approach here. There is a wave of units coming through the middle here. This is going to be very difficult to stop. That nuke MiG needs to get to work pronto, but TumStep is low on money. Does manage to kill one flamer, but there is another here causing quite a bit of damage. And another one here. Yeah, this is pretty relentless now from Killer. Has got a lot of production. There is a cheeky flamer there that should get denied. What we got? 1, 2 war factories. Yeah. TumStep doing his best to hold, but how much longer can he hold for? Yeah, there comes... He's actually gotten to 4-star in that time as well. So it is going to be pretty horrendous for TumStep. Doesn't get any easier. Yeah, that was some nice nuke MiG action there. Probably going to lose them unless this carpet... Okay, it's gone for the war factory. Yeah, he does lose them to that. Ouch. That hurts. It does keep both dozers. Going to go for the CC and the airfield rebuild. And there is a Lotus in the back. Does this have a missile in it, though? Yeah, GG. He knows. It didn't. That was the answer. Very, very tough first matchup, but both players getting on the scoreboard nice and quickly there. 1-1 is the score. Alright, just reminding them of that in case they weren't aware. Hekla's Frontier is the next up. Alright. Big Basie 655, hello to you, man. Hello, Shadow, Azamat. Yeah, hope you're all good. Oh, Hubby's there as well. Yo. My man. And Victor, hello to you too. Air laser. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, not exactly been blessed with the best matchups here to start off with, have we? It's probably a good job that I put that reminder in. Yeah. Hardly ideal. It can only get better, I guess. That's the positive way of looking at it. Yeah. Air laser. I don't even know if that's auto. I don't think anything's auto veto. I think the players just have to agree to the veto. Tank stealth. That's a much better matchup. All right, we can live with that. I did say the only way was up. I did mean that too. Make sure that refreshes before we load. All right. And 1-1 is the score. Yep, just make sure I've actually awarded a win there. Alright, seeing something about Newcastle in the chat. It's not about Newcastle, it's about Tottenham getting relegated. That's the top priority. That's what matters in life. That's all that matters. Alright, we start in the bottom left then, the way that TumStep is playing in the green, is playing as China Tank General. Up against him is Killer, is in the red, playing as GLA Stealth General. Possibly one of the best matchups in the game out of all, well, however many matchups there are. I would say 144, but it's not quite that, is it? Well, if you think about it, 144 divided by 2, less the 12. Is it 144 divided by 2? Is it that many? Is it 72 matchups? I don't know. Either way. Either way, it's one of the best out of them. Right, let's remind ourselves on Heklas on what this is about. So you've got supplies at your base here, here, and here. Kind of typical now to get the 3 supplies in your base. It's fairly safe. This is also an oil-heavy map. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and also this refinery here. Ooh, got a truck rush coming out of TumStep. The longer Killer can get that running for, the better. But yeah, not too long, but at least he knows what he's up against now. Anyway, there's also oils here and here. And I'm sure there's some oils somewhere else. Maybe it is just the 8 oils on the map, actually. Can't quite remember. Supplies are up here, and there's also supplies down here, too. That truck's had its day. Probably is going to get denied. Unless it can deny that. And I think it might. Bit of oversight from Killer. Letting that happen. But he will deploy that one. First technical looking to come through. Is going to drop on another worker. So far, so good for TumStep. Is looking, well, for Killer and TumStep, I should say. Looking for the dozer. Will slow it down. And is going to try and expand here. Yeah, the idea, just give the run around to your opponent. Mines will deny there. Very nicely done. There is a dozer there. Will Killer go for it? Or will he think that there's mines? He's going to gamble. He knows there aren't mines, so he can now actually go for that. He's bottled it. Think he has to at least kill this dozer. Surely, yeah, he does. Can he save? He won't. So he won't save it, but he's taken a dozer out. That's worth it. Because it means that TumStep now has to expand off one dozer. Okay, there is a flamer snuck round the side here. Probably will, at the minimum, cause significant damage to this supply. Might take it down. Will take it down, I think. Yep. Down to the hole, at least. And Killer is now getting the oils in. There's a lot of red on the map. I just wonder, does this map fancy the stealth? Because if you're going to expand quickly... Very, very difficult. Okay, another tech RPG coming in from Killer. There are 3 war factories in the play now. This dozer looks pretty safe, though. So I don't think TumStep's going to get hunted anytime soon. Could get into this building, yep. Nice. Nicely done. But this is already starting to look like a fairly scary army. The tank on the 3 supplies and 3 war factories. Probably looking to think about getting a prop fairly soon. That'll be the next logical thing to build. Yeah, this is looking like a scary army. You're going to need quite a lot to pop out of that. Okay, 1 quad goes down. Has got another tunnel as backup. TumStep is damaging his own outpost, though. Nearly goes down. Not quite. And in the meantime, more harassment from Killer here. Actually, he's going on the attack as well. Don't think it's possible to get that dozer. That looks fairly nicely tucked away. Don't think he's going to try either. Army, in the meantime, is going to try and expand over here. Killer doing nicely. And there is a Vet 2 quad there as well. I heard a unit getting flushed out, but didn't actually see where. Okay, that's nicely played. And that will go down. Is that a super tech? No, it isn't. These tunnels looking like they're going to get cleared up in the meantime. But ultimately does defend here. Don't know if that is a grenade tech or a super tech just yet. We'll find out soon. 4-4 factory now being laid down. No sign of a prop just yet. Okay, actually going for an airfield. Has changed his mind there. But he could get hunted if that's got anything in it. It could be the hunt. He's trying to go for it. I don't think he'll get it. Nice try, though. Just shows how careful you've got to be when you're playing as the tank. TumStep doing a nice job, though. Pretty good pop. All things considered. Should clear this up. Ooh, does lose a couple of Vet 2 quads there, though. I think I'd like Killer to deploy more tunnels around. And maybe expand a little quicker here. He's going for the palace now. Already queuing up some RPGs for the battle bus. Only now getting the third supply in his base too. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a little slow, maybe. Not that I can really talk. Because I would do nowhere near as well. Yeah, that rebel was being cheeky, but will get stopped. Yeah, there we go. TumStep is going for his own oils now. Probably not a bad idea for a CC to get redeployed, or a prop, either or. Could easily just place the CC there and tuck the dozer in there. It should be pretty safe from getting... In fact, be basically impenetrable if you did that. Yeah, TumStep's still very, very much in this. Vet 2 Gat is strong, but it is not capable of beating 4 quads. And veterancy on one of them now. So yeah, this area is going to get secured by Killer. The green is going to start flooding forward, though. But Killer is on a palace. It's okay. Good things and bad things kind of everywhere going on. Here comes the flamer spam, though. This is kind of the beginning of it. Killer was trying to preemptively kill the soil. Wasn't quite successful. TumStep has now reached level 3. Is rebuilding the CC. Has got 4 MiGs now. That's quite nice. So they're in preparation for the buses. Nice expansion from Killer at the top left. Probably going to get denied by this flamer. Killer doing very well. Sorry, TumStep. Both players doing well. TumStep, I like what he's managed, actually, this game. Here comes the MiGs. I'm not sure they were the best use of MiGs. If I'm totally honest. Lost 2 there. There's a very, very cheeky hijacker. Which does get detected. That quad's probably going to deny a MiG, though. Will he? He just doesn't get it. That's unlucky. And he actually just misses out on the flamer, too. I think he was looking elsewhere. Lose a bus to... Probably a combination of a MiG and flamers. Flamer will probably deny this refinery. Won't get the oil, but it will deny the refinery. That's quite an important building to knock out. Triple artillery being called in, presumably on this oil. Because he's already knocked out one of them. Nice expansion top left. Actually, that might be on this oil then. Yeah, Killer kind of got the surround a little bit. That oil should go down to the triple. Yep, easily. That red guard is brave. Has Killer got a radar van? No. Would like to see him pop out of there. Even with just 1 quad, that would be good. I think he will get it, though. Gonna try and come down the left flank. Killer now on 10k per minute. Good engage down here. Need to see a flame wall. TumStep think he was focused on the top left instead. Yeah, he was, because the MiGs have come in over here. Is now flame walling here, though. TumStep all over the show, in the good sense. He's focusing everywhere. These are the sort of tunnels you need when you're playing as stealth against the tank. I think Killer, he only had 1 or 2 tunnels down here. It's a little bit early before trying to get these supplies, you see. He needs to get AP bullets on these quads as well. I think he evac'd out of that. Yeah, he did. Good micro. Very good micro. Does lose the tunnel, but keeps the area, most importantly. There's a lot of red still on the map. Both players spending their... Oh, I was about to say both players spending their cash. Killer is spending the cash. TumStep, struggling. But that's okay to float as tank. Because when the money runs out, assuming you don't have oils, which admittedly TumStep does, but if you didn't have those oils, the late game gets very, very difficult for tanks. So a little bit of a float, not necessarily a bad thing. No AP bullets yet. I think he should be on the worker shoes. He is. Must be upgrading by now. Very nice play with the MiGs. Could pop out of here potentially. No, pops out of there instead. Selling up, probably recognizing that this is going to be too difficult to hold. And then this is the time now to be re-expanding down this side and bolstering it with a load of tunnels, few stingers. Then you can take these supplies. But there is a lot to do here. Like, this is all easy to say. Very, very difficult to actually do. But the longer this goes and the longer TumStep keeps these oils, I'd say the better this is looking for him. Especially because this army is pretty brutal. The tank does get into this stage where it can just go on a bit of a march, you know, get the marching powder, and off you go. And it does get very, very difficult to stop. Though Killer is doing a fairly nice job here of minimizing the size of the army. AP bullets have kicked in now, so that's definitely helping. But I think he is just about going to lose this area. He is now expanding down here. Has he got power? No. Might not be a bad idea to try and get that, though. Should be easier. Later into the game you go. There isn't really many dozers. There's that one. Yeah, I'd say this is going pretty nicely for TumStep. Not bad at all. It's now secured this area. Hello, RVB. Hello, Quiet Data. Mathanator, hello to you. Good name. We like math here. Hey, hello, AG Rookie and Lamusa as well. Who's in the final, says Quiet Data. That is between... X-Scal's one side. That work is a bit cheeky. X-Scal's one side of it. I can't remember who is the other side. Madagascar. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know why that... don't know why I didn't guess that. Probably should have known. Yeah, just random cheeky workers. This would have been nicer if they were stealths. Which they easily could have been, because he is level 3. But he's decided to spend that on the cash bounty. Honestly, I think it would have been nicer to have GPS'd a few workers, walked into the base and just, yeah, laid that down. Because that actually can be super nice. Mine drop gets called in, probably on top of this tunnel. Yeah, quite a few MiGs out. Game's just sort of stalled for a minute, hasn't it? Both players chilling. I'm not sure who that favours. I'm tempted to say that favours the GLA. I think the tank can't really rest on its laurels. Does need to kind of get on with it. I think that might have been either a toxin tractor or a... No, I think it was a toxin tractor. Could have been a bomb truck. Pretty sure it was a toxin tractor. Either way, it got shot down. Alright, triple artillery coming in. That'll almost certainly be on this oil here. Which will definitely go down if it is. CC being established. Okay, yeah, oil does go down. So, 3 oils and the oil refinery plays no oils but markets. I just heard a hacker then as well. Yeah, he's getting an internet center. Yeah, I think TumStep's looking good value here. This is a very nice mine drop as well. This is starting to look pretty scary for Killer. Might need to go down the route of building a Scud. Because at the minimum, that will rush TumStep that little bit more. Well, that bus is going to have a very hard time. I think that first bus was to lure in the MiGs. But there are more MiGs in the background. needs to get in the tunnel. He doesn't. Both of these get bunkered. And I'm pretty sure he's just got these on guard mode. But yeah, how do you stop this? Level 5 now for TumStep. Tank drop, carpet bomb, EMP. Flamers just wrecking. It's so difficult to hold this. Yeah, this is the thing. Did Killer just need to do a little bit more earlier? I think the argument will be that he did. Is getting good money from the cash bounty. And has more income per minute as a result of that. Yeah, this is the thing. TumStep's got nothing here. Is going to now capture this. And is bringing a dozer to expand to this. These quads are having a nice little fight back, though. A couple of MiGs might go down. Buses will get stopped. Actually, these quads doing really well. And just like that, the army of TumStep's disintegrated. He has to actually go back now. He's going to keep this area. AP bullet quads for you. Tank power drop being deployed. Not sure where. Maybe somewhere over here just to be annoying. Yeah. Just in the back here. Okay. Well, why not? Oh, kind of just gives XP away, really. Maybe better to just drop it with your existing army, or even get the... Oh, you can't get cash at, can you? He did actually kill that, though. So there must have been a carpet bomb here before. So that's why he's done it. He's done that as a follow-up. That is going to go down. And TumStep is letting Killer get closer to that magic level 5. So if these MiGs get used and you sneak attack in the back, it's effectively over. These quads are about to meet this very nice mine drop, though. How quickly will Killer react? Very quickly, actually. He somehow only loses the one quad. That actually is a good reaction from him. TumStep calling in another mine drop. Where will that be? Over here this time. Okay, that will come in a bit late. Very nice MiG play. Does save a few quads. Yeah, TumStep really needs to find a way to break through this. So I think he has to, at the very least, take this area to stand a chance now. It's only going to get harder. Nice repop there. And that is level 5 for Killer now. Black Lotus, hello to you. Makes a very fair point, actually, which I will call out in a second. That is a fair point. This army having a little more success. Yeah, so you see these getting repaired. That is this. It's a good spot by Black Lotus. This is does actually do quite a lot for the tank. The army lasts that little bit longer, but still having a hard time. That could be an EMP. Doesn't achieve anything, though. Just a little bit slow. If it was a tiny bit quicker and caught these quads, that would have been very nice. Yeah, look at what I mean about the cash. Tank down to 2k suddenly. The income pretty much down to 3 oils. This is going to be dried up very soon. Sneak attack, Anthrax, and GPS. The level 5 promos. The other thing for TumStep does have the internet center, actually. That's quite nice. But the power of the GLA is there for all to see. It's, yeah, very tough. Anthrax bomb's going to come in. Will that be on that? Yeah, it will. That's quite a few hackers dying there. CC would have gotten some nice money there. Very nice carpet, artillery barrage. Very nice. I think that took a bus and a few quads with it. Not really much point going for the money, because the GLA's got probably infinite money at this point. I guess maybe a better target would have been here, perhaps. Could also go for the production. Could be another way to slow the opponent down. But it is tight. And the fight is very much down here right now. Will the bus survive? It will. Trying his best to bait the MiGs in, I think. And Vrexbomb continuing to cause some problems, actually, in the base. These MiGs are having to not stay around very long, are they? He's going to lose one there, isn't he? He somehow survives. These MiGs being slowed down doesn't help. They should get shot down. Yeah. Not before they fire, though. Load of workers just chilling here. Haven't actually heard the GPS scramble being used yet. But yeah, MiGs and ground army are combining to as good an effect as they can, but the only problem is for the tank, you're just feeding the cash cow machine for the GLA. Here comes the sneak attack. Not the best location in the end. That should be getting denied. Yeah, it will. So the sneak attack not achieving anything. This flamer will take out this tunnel, though. That was the tank drop, of course it was. Mine drop is gonna be called in now. GG calls it. Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough for the tank. If the GLA gets to this stage, it does get increasingly difficult. Certainly a map that probably favours the stealth there. But TumStep gave it a good go. It got to the point where the longer it went on, the better it got for the stealth. It's the cash bounty that's that gets you through that. Hello, Chaos Commander, by the way. Let's get Killer a second point on the board. Hello, I am user. Don't know if I said hi already, but if I didn't, hello. I mean, yeah, Jazz also said when he hits 5 stars over. I mean, yeah, it proved to be the case. It just gets worse and worse and worse for the tank really quickly. I think if TumStep managed to clear the bottom right earlier than he did, he had a chance. But the longer it took him to break, and actually he didn't even really break it in the end, did he? That's where it becomes a bit rip. Okay, let's go into game number 4. Stealth, then, this time for TumStep in the top right, playing in green. And his turn to be the stealth general. Bottom left for Killer, though, in the pink, it is China Tank General. Alright. What is the strategy here for Killer? The main things for tank. A, don't get hunted early. B, try and cause some sort of damage early in the opponent's base. Not the easiest task when you're up against a GLA on a map of this size. But if you can find a way to sneak a flamer in, then it is going to help you an awful lot. Yeah, not getting hunted is also super important. If you get hunted, it is very much game over. Just been reminded to turn my teams off. I'll do that now, actually. Okay, give me 1 minute. Alright. Sorry, I just had to answer a message then. Oh, this truck rush. That is very, very nice. Really nice, actually. So that's one supply down already. Oh, TumStep. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurts. See, this is the type of start you need when you're playing as the tank, right? Okay, does drive quite nicely there. Will we get a scrap deny? Yeah, we will. Killer's on it. He's getting his second war factory now. Yeah, this is exactly the sort of start you need if you're playing as the tank general. Getting a truck rush in like that, that's super nice. But the follow-up has to be there too. And I think this Gat is going to have a hard time against this, because there are a few RPGs stacked in there as well. There it is. Ooh, Terrorist goes down first. Does lose quite a bit there, actually. Nice scrap deny again. So it did take a bit of an effort to deny. The very fast palace being laid down. So quite a different approach from TumStep in this game. Because that came a lot slower for Killer in that game before. But that prop also looks quicker. Gat here will spot the worker. That's a good win for Killer. But that is 4 oils for TumStep. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a fast expansion top left as well. Ooh, nice grab there. Needs a flamer now. Flamer right on cue. That Gat should deny that in a second. I think this area will get denied though. Yeah, there we go. In comes the tentacle. Could get a dozer. Actually, probably will go down. Yeah, it does. It was empty anyway. Okay, nicely cleared out here. Could just continue marching on down this side. I do think a tank needs to like clear at least one sort of area. Another oil coming in then. TumStep being allowed to have a lot of oil. But lacks units right now. Or at least I think he lacks units. For all I know, there is more there. Ooh, that's unlucky. Just allowed to get that flamer. That was pretty big that he got that. Actually, the Gat going down last minute there too. That flamer, for some reason, choosing to ignore killing the oil. Must mean he wants to take it for himself. And there is a Lotus here. I think these middle oils you just got to kill. You can't let your opponent keep it that long. Not at this level. Not at this level. There's a nice stream of flamers going down the bottom right. That's very brave. Whoa. 3 quads getting wrecked there for no reason. Okay, these units will probably go down. Black Napalm now in for Killer. Is he on 2 dozers still? Yep, he is. Yeah, it's alright this, actually, for Killer, because he's crucially kept a flank open for himself. Yeah, a lot of the last game got played down the middle, didn't it? Okay, that Gat, combined with the Flamer, has done very well, but in comes Jarman Cat to save the day. Quite a few units going down here. If you look at the XP difference, it shows, yeah, Killer already 2-star. TumStep struggling to kill many units here. And there is a big wall of flamers coming in. First bus actually already deleted due to getting too close to the flamers. And what is TumStep going to do about this? Because the palace is just here, and if he loses it this early, there might be no recovery. I think he needs to go full aggression here. Maybe not quite done enough. Oil will go down though. And there is a lot of pink, and there's a lot. It's a big flamer spam. It's kind of barbecue time, as Sars would say. Is TumStep going to be able to stop this? I don't know if he can. This is going to be really, really tough. There's a lot streaking towards his base. There is this cheeky flamer, but I think that will get denied by the MiG and the GAT. That he doesn't even need the MiG because the mines would have got it. Yeah, TumStep is in huge, huge trouble. I'd be amazed if he could stop this. No way. No way can he. Because this is going to be too many flamers. Flamers are the answer. I think this is proof of it. Really, really tough to stop. You can snipe all you like, but that needs constant regeneration if you're going to have any chance of stopping this. It's moving in now. Another oil about to go down. MiG's coming in as well. Very generous of TumStep to Killer to let TumStep keep that. But there is a surround on his base. MiG's coming in as well to delete the bus. Ouch. Will he lose quads here? Yeah, I think TumStep almost think he's given up. Jarman Kettle's at risk now yet. Okay. That oil's going to go down. I think this is over. I'm really, really struggling to know what TumStep could possibly do. The MiGs are obviously already out to deny any battle bust that might try and sneak in. There's about 1 million flamers streaking towards the space. This is how you play this matchup, actually, if you're the tank. Do you agree with Gats with dragons? I've never seen Size did before. I mean, Size just flamer spammed, right? He was kind of known for his barbecue time. It was kind of famous. He did it very, very well. You can have the odd gap, but in this position, the flamers just absolutely wreck, especially on a map this big. All maps were more good and fun. This is impossible to win this match. It's not impossible because we're seeing the tank. We're actually seeing both armies win here. I'm pretty sure the tank's going to win this, and we saw the stealth win the last one. So I think that comment might be a bit too quick. Yeah, look at this. On the left side too. Yeah, there it is, GG. Very well played from Killer. Very, very well played. Showing everyone how to play tank stealth on Hekla's frontier. And actually now takes a 3-1 lead. So whoever predicted 7-3 earlier, TumStep's going to have to win 6 in a row for that to come true. Very well played, Killer. Nice, nice to see. It's going to be TumStep's map next. I will say that in a second. Treble. Oh. Is it the latest? E2. Yep, cool. Armies then need 1 min. I'll let the players know now. And you guys. Just need to answer an inf laser. Alright, that works. So load the room. Okay. Alright, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Just bear with me. Okay. Right, should be good to go. There we go. Let TumStep know. Still waiting on Killer. Probably went BRB himself. Yeah, exactly that, Black Lotus. Exactly that. Oh, I've got people calling me, so... Alright, 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, I had someone calling me then. My brother specifically. Probably should It wasn't anything too urgent in the end, or it was, but nothing I can do about it because we're streaming. Alright, we start then on Treble by Radar. Nice map, this one. We start at the top with Killer. He is in blue playing as Laser. Bottom side, we have got TumStep in the green playing as China Infantry. Okay. Hello, Akramanjan. Can't say your name. But one day I'll be able to pronounce it properly, I'm sure. Kind of well known for not being able to stream pronounce properly at this point. Be interesting to see if he keeps the CC. Looks like he might. Going for a couple of barrackses. And TumStep is going to go full aggression by the looks of it. Suppose there's not a massive distance from one base to the other, and there is quite a bit of width. So will the laser have a hard time stopping the infantry here? I think if we were seeing two sort of semi-players or semi to pro players, that would probably be an infantry win both ways. But at this level, when you got the likes of these guys playing, I think fair chance for the laser. That's generally how it works anyway. Whether that'll actually happen in practice remains to be seen. Because what we'll probably see is the troop crawler. Yeah, these minigunners, these rangers in all likelihood will capture at least 1 or 2 oils. First V is out now. He's going to cover off a few areas too. Yeah, 1 oil coming in here, and he is starting to capture this one as well. There is the troop crawler. And that ranger is a little bit more ambitious potentially. But yeah, here comes the big spam then. Obviously, Killer did sell that CC in the end. You'd have to, really, to have a chance of holding. Flashbangs do come into play. There is actually a counter-attack in Humvee as well, but it is going to get denied. Yeah, there we go. And in comes the troop crawler. Killer is in trouble. I think he's going to have a very, very hard time stopping this. Very, very hard time. Probably need a bit of a miracle, actually. It's really, really difficult. That Humvee cannot get anywhere near that. And I think Chinook, ooh, gets lucky. I think TumStep was a little slow there. Okay, cracks open that then. There needs to be still very, very careful with the micro. Behind this, TumStep is coming in with a bigger army and is looking to expand. Okay, he's gone for an airfield as well. Yeah, very, very difficult. Like I say, even in this pro level, to win this, very, very tough. This is quite a wide map. It does favour the infantry, actually. This oil's going to get denied. I think we're going to see MiGs now too, yeah. Oh, what? I don't know what Killer can really do about this. Hello? MiG dodges that. Yeah, might be able to crack that open. Does. You need a few more things to go right for him. This army, yeah, look, this is what I mean. What on earth are you supposed to do? Try and be aggressive, yes, but the airfield. But there's so many things you need to do. That is going to be the entire economy gone. Yeah, and it's over. Yeah, GG. The only trouble is for TumStep is he's got to find a way to win that. And it's going to be very, very difficult. On this map, judging by how that game went, could be a 1-1. So this is the thing, right? Trying to make all the matchups in an attempt to make it fairer, like to make some imbers less, you know, imber. The downside is you make other more balanced matchups less, you know, or less balanced. It's a very fine line, and this is the example of the map. There are other maps where the laser has more of a chance, but on this one, the infantry looks pretty dominant. But it is very, very difficult to have a perfect map that deals with all these things. In fact, it's basically impossible. But one back on the board for TumStep. How is he going to approach this game? Hello, Dark9. Lalo. Hello to you as well. And I am user. Hello. Alright. So top side this time we've got TumStep playing in the green. His turn to be the USA Laser General. Bottom side we've got Killer in the gold playing as infantry. Hello Drunkle, by the way. Okay, what is the plan? I think if you're Killer, why wouldn't you just do the same thing? It worked well for TumStep. We just saw that, so why wouldn't you just do the same thing? I guess if TumStep anticipates it. But he has gone for a different strategy. He's actually going to go standard build. So 2 suppliers, a war factory and a barracks. And actually, yeah. And the worst thing is, TumStep, he can guess, but he's not going to know for definite that this is what he's going to have. So yeah, it's a Licks. And the trouble with the Licks is that it's a perfect counter to this build. So this could be, again, quite quick. For these for this game. Probably won't last too long. So I'm pretty confident that Licks will wreck when it gets up. But never say never. Humvee's going to try and get in and slow it down, but these tank hunters should be able to slow this V down. Yeah. Nice exploding of the barrels. That will get a little bit more damage off on the V. That buys a little bit of time for this Licks, which will get out of there. So yeah, no early harassment by the Humvee. Toe has come in, so yeah, TumStep has guessed correctly that it is a... ooh, Dozer will go down. But these tank hunters should stop this. Licks is going to come in. TumStep realistically is not going to be able to deal with this. Or he will, but he'll take a lot of damage in the process. There's one Chinook. There's probably a second. Yep. And that'll be a drop on this side. Yeah, it is. War Factory will go down. Now, this Humvee's being chased. There is another Licks as well. Flashbangs are out by TumStep though. Okay. Did the hunt get completed? I'm sure. No. There's another Dozer here. And actually, no, he hasn't been both Dozers. This one just went on a bit of a jolly up. TumStep very quick to rebuild a Chinook here. And these 3 Humvees are looking to come forward. We'll take a bit of damage from this garrison, though. Okay. Flushed it out. Gee, this, Helix is taking a bit of a risk. I actually think these 3 Humvees could have come in. But he's taking economic damage. Is he going to get that Chinook? Yeah, he does get it. Okay, nice drop there by the Licks. think, though, TumStep has managed to hold on for now. Minigunner goes down. That's going to be the aggression pretty much dealt with. Nice micro there. Not losing any. He has got the War Factory back now as well. Yeah, very well held here by TumStep. Another licks. I really think at some point Killer needs to expand beyond that. He is kind of just fully committing to these licks. But I'm not sure that's the best idea. In fact, these two Humvees alone probably going to cause a lot of problems. Licks will come in, but yeah, he knows the score. He knows what's going on. Could potentially hunt him. Option to take one. Has to probably take the other one. Doesn't get it just yet, but will evac in time. Needs to X these out to avoid taking damage. Yeah, he does. Okay, yeah, that's quite a nice licks in the end, actually. Ambulance goes down. Humvee can't really do much. And the base is camped, more or less. Has to get these rangers into play. War Factory now out as well. So yeah, is Killer probably going to convert this one. Does decide to go for the War Factory in the end. Think he will get it. Yeah, he will. Minigunners will take out some of these rangers. Actually, he might save this. Yeah, I think he does. He does save it. Very nice. That's a very good save. Yeah, credit where it's due. I think if Killer had just made that decision earlier, he'd have easily got it. Ooh. Those are under threat. Does survive. Definitely doesn't want to be getting hunted. Has caused decent damage, though, on the economy of TumStep here. Wasn't able to collect for a while, so it's just the one supply for him. It's continuing to be annoying with that V, though. Very nice unit preservation. It's going to go down now. Nearly got itself another truck, but not quite. I think that is empty. It is. Nice pull of the trucks. Outpost is going to skirt around the left. Yeah, shame he didn't hunt him, actually, because he was close to doing so. And if he did that and killed the barracks, that actually would have been really, really nice. I think TumStep, just with a War Factory, would have had a hard time. Okay, that licks has got something in it. And harassed at the second supply almost immediately. Will pull everything he's got to deal with this. It's not that loaded, but yeah, he will deal with it. Okay, nicely done. There is still this outpost, though. And that is fairly full, I think. Minigunner is going to take that out, yep. And can't collect from there. And this outpost is going to find its way into the other supply fairly soon. Yeah, this is tough. He is trying everything here. Humvee, 2 Humvees go down. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there it is. It doesn't even GG. It's so difficult. It is really tough. He gave it a good go. But yeah, even with what looked like not too bad an effort... Oh, I've just given the score wrong. Killer still taking the game there. So yeah, Treble, not good for laser inf. We have learnt this. We have learnt this. Let me just let the other know. I'm sure they are. I think he's done that. Okay. There was going to be, I was going to be doing another stream at 17 GMT, but this game is definitely going to overlap with that, so it will just be this one. Hassan is streaming that 2v2 anyway. Whose map is it? Killer map. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Toxic Lake. Alright. D4. Quite like this map, actually. I think this is a good one. Because it isn't totally resource crazy. And, it's crap. Hopefully the players agree to veto this one. Hopefully. No one wants to watch that. Hello, Muffin Man. Cool name. I like it. Glad to actually catch a live one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, both players agree with the read. Hello, Apex, by the way. And Omar, welcome to Tank Air. That's better. That is better. I'm hopeful that the players wouldn't want to veto this one. Because this is much, much more playable. To no eco, to eco or to no eco or to not no eco is the question. Yeah, air tank is much, much better. Much more watchable. I see 125 live, very nice. Okay, starting then, game 7. We start on the bottom side. This map Toxic Lake by Alex General. And we have got TumStep in the green playing as tank. Top side, we have got Killer. He is playing in the blue. He is playing as USA Air Force General. Right. What is the tactic? This dozer coming forward, to me, suggests the no eco is the plan. Yeah, it is. Doesn't fancy taking risks. Although, arguably, this is risky. But as long as the micro is good. And to be fair, as far as I'm aware, there's been no lag. But yeah, this is going to be very, very tough. The question is, when you're air, which type of no eco are you doing? There's a drone here, which means that it isn't going to be the fast search and destroy method. It'll be, and the carpet bomb. It's just going to be a standard no eco here by Killer. That first dozer is already sent forwards. That second one will also get sent forwards. You've got the missile defenders building. First V, that'll come forward really fast, and then it'll just be a battle of the micro. The target for Killer are going to be these trucks. That is the target. Quite like this barracks. That's kind of neat. And actually going for an opening double outpost, which you don't see all too. Ooh, that dozer nearly. Okay, actually got quite a lot of hits off there. How's your micro, Killer? Other dozer on the right hand side. And decides to pull back. I think that's a good decision. Needs to get that healed up ASAP. Importantly, no GAT has gotten into the base just yet. Yeah, that outpost and GAT will kill that last dozer, so that's the hunt. But when you're no ecoing, that's kind of fun. Ooh, Killer going in deep there. Very, very deep. 1v goes low. Does keep it alive. I think he'd be worth just killing this barracks, actually. Yeah, quite a lot of tank hunters here. TumStep doing his best to try and combat this. Has to be some good laser locks, and we are seeing that. But loses quite a few MDs. And TumStep is holding this. GAT also coming here. I think his Killer screwed it up. I think he might have done. I think he needs to get this healed up enough and then go away. But, yeah, he does just about manage that. He had men in there. And, yeah, I think has Killer lost it? I think he has. I think TumStep did very nicely, spamming the tank hunters. That GAT actually missing a trick. Okay, now it's going to come in. But these tank hunters doing very, very nicely. Okay, Humvee will get in the back and will pick off some supply trucks, though. But has the V just trapped itself? We can get that done. And it does go low. Yeah, this is what I mean. It can be stopped. Especially when you're entire... Yeah, GG. He's messed it up. TumStep knew it was coming and did very well, though. Very nicely defended by him. So a chance here for TumStep to level the scores then. Let's see if he can do it. Good name, miss you, Toxic Fargo. Immediately after Fargo himself says hi. Hello both. Okay. Alright, just waiting on TumStep then. Okay, it says 1 minute, no problem. Okay. Ready to go. Next game we go. Right, start then with Killer. Bottom side, he is playing as the Tank General in the blue at the bottom of Toxic Lake. Top side, we have got TumStep in the green as Air Force. Didn't really actually go over the map as a reminder, but yeah, you've got 2 supplies in your base, 40k, 40k. And then there is an oil in the corner, in the corners I should say. And then there's also a couple of oils on the middle too, and then a 3rd supply as well for both players. Slightly sort of dangerous, not exactly safe, but certainly collectible. And it's just a bit more balance in terms of economy on the map, this one. I quite like it. TumStep actually feeling like he can get some work done playing standard build. I think it is doable. Just heard something. I swore I just heard something get cancelled, but I didn't see it. Bit of a weird one. Maybe it was some sort of map feature. Strange. Yeah, Toxic Lake is nice. First V is going to come out. Yeah, good to see you, Fargo. Good to see you on the chat, as always. Black Lewis said all in, please, and got his wish in that last game. But yeah, we're seeing a different approach from TumStep this time. And I don't mind it. I think a firebase just there could be quite nice. If you put it just here or there and you cover off that side. The question is, how quickly does kill it? I mean, these trucks are not ideal. I think these might be... No, there's a bit of movement there too. These are a little... not great on the economy here. And already, yeah, see what I mean? He has this out already. Pretty nice army. Amazing the things you can do if you don't all in. I think Killer has recognised what he's up against now. TumStep's purchased the card for me. Actually never got the drone. Alright. And he is going for search and destroy. Quite nice. Prop has been laid down then. Killer does have to be quite careful here. I think TumStep's played this very, very nicely. This is clever. He's going to try and get the surround on him. But it'll be hard pressed here. So far, Micro looking good here from TumStep. That gat has been spotted and dealt with by the MDs. Very nice. Yeah, TumStep is everywhere. The ECMs are a short distance away. ECMs won't even be built and they'll already have Search and Destroy out, so that's not good for Killer. This is looking pretty ominous for him. It's not looking good at all, is it? Yeah, he does get intelligence, and I think we'll hear that Search and Destroy come in any time now. Might wait until he's deployed the carpet bomb. Yeah, he calls in the carpet bomb now. Where has he deployed it? Looks like that is power and prop. That would be a nice target if so. Will he get it though? He won't get it. Oh, that was on the War Factory. Does get the War Factory, okay. And now the Search and Destroy is deployed. Only downside is a couple of ECMs got out in that time. Oh, a few ECMs actually. But this is a pretty big army, so it could brute force this. I think this is going to go forwards. Colonel Burton is coming in now as well. The ECM locks. Oh dear. Not good. He has to bring this army in now. Actually, I think it might be too late. That ECM locking is pretty much GG. Yeah, GG. Nicely played from TumStep. Proving that the no eco wasn't the right call on this map. For sure. And yeah, 4-4, just like that. Very nicely played by TumStep. Clearly very solid at that matchup. Very quick one, quick 2-0 there. Yeah, we're at 4-4 now. Back to TumStep's map then. After that, Grenada Island. Not sure I've seen this one yet. Grenada Island V8. Oh, I have seen this. Of course I have. Pretty sure this is the latest version. No, he wanted a different map. Is this the map? Madagascar's Entropy. Alright. What a name. Madagascar's Entropy. Don't know if I've seen this one yet. You know? Not sure if I've seen it. Is this definitely the one that TumStep wants? This is the thing, like, the more maps there are, the harder it is to remember what's what. Especially when they're new. Obviously, eventually people get used to seeing them. If they become kind of immortalized by the World Series. But not all maps make it, so some just get lost forever. Okay, we're going to see a USA GLA now. Expect the Tox to win both ways, but not necessarily. I think on this map, it probably will favour the Tox. There is fairly open, or it looks fairly open. So we'll see what work he can get done. Hello, Blastar, by the way, and Miserate, welcome to you. And Biggles, hello there. Right, all level pegging now then, 4-4. And we start in the top right of Madagascar's Entropy. Another map by Radar. He's been very busy on the maps. Yeah, we've got Killer here in the gold playing as Tox. Bottom left, we've got TumStep in the green playing as Vanilla USA. So Madagascar's Entropy, 20k there, 30k here, and that is it actually. And there is some supplies here, there is an oil there. Another oil here. That's just for show. A refinery here, and then you got the same on the other side. But actually, there's a refinery on the one side and a tech repair bay the other, so not perfectly symmetrical. And that is the same the other side. Oh, there is. I've completely missed these supplies. Sorry. Missed that. So it is 3 supplies, and this one's a bit riskier to take. Completely missed that there. Don't know how. So, standard build by TumStep. Both dozers gonna be locked in. Doesn't plan on getting hunted anytime soon. So standard build versus a triple supply. Yeah, pretty standard from both players to start off with then. Technical training only just being established. Drone on the right hand side, which does capture a worker that is very ambitiously building a tunnel. Could potentially get one up here. Yeah, we'll get one here instead. So we'll cancel that one and come here, I'm sure. Knows that this is here now, and worker does get crushed. Wow, nicely done by TumStep. Will stop the TT. Yeah. So yeah, good start for him. I think maybe better would have just been when that V went there, just come down and sneak down there and to the left. That would have been a better path. Because your opponent's going to expect there and there to be, you know, the width, the extremities to be the first things captured. Okay, he is going to flush that out though. And does have positions here and here now, so it does suddenly get a little scary. But this is looking like a pretty quick and big push. And there's only the one arms dealer up for now. Very fast. Yeah, that's a very quick third supply, actually. Very, very quick. This one does run out quite fast, though, so I think that's a good call. I can hear a technical. There it is. Yeah, this is scarily quick. Scarily quick push. Dozer will go down here, I'm sure of that. That is probably going to be the power. Yep, it is. Yeah, Dozer goes down, but this army should have some success. Ooh, that. He does realise in the end. And there are quite a few technicals out, despite it only being on the arms dealer. Did lose that supply in the end. Does have quite a few technicals, though. Probably enough to deal with this army. That V did go down in the end. Is rebuilding his power now. Has to be a little bit more careful now that he's lost one of the dozers. Nice expansion here from Killer as well. Is rebuilding the supply that was here. I'm going for a random sting. I kind of like that. Make it that much harder in case the Vs do successfully push. And what is the play here with these technicals? Looking like they're just trying to be a nuisance. Apart from that one. Which is going to try and get in here. And I think it's going to get in. He wants the dozer, doesn't he? Or has it just got nothing in? I'm sure it has something. Sure of it. Oh, it would have done. Yeah, it does. Oh, it's actually just a RPG. Okay. Does get a V, though. That's a bit random. Not entirely sure what they're doing that for. Is that TumStep or is that the game? Palace. Oh no, second arms dealer. Okay. And I imagine quite a few more technicals have been built at this stage for the tops here. And now he holds. Maybe could nick in and kill the ambulance. That could be quite nice. Looking to try and get the surround on him. TumStep isn't going to get immediately fooled by that. Yeah, now he's trying to come in. But this takes quite a lot of micro to do. So far, TumStep dealing with it. But yeah, quite a lot of tentacles. Actually, a lot of tentacles go down. And only took 2... Well, it did take 3 Vs. That's quite a lot. That is a lot of Vs. Still has a fairly nice army. And the longer it goes, the better it gets for the Tox. It's going to try and push forwards now. This is where this Stinger's going to come in pretty clutch. Killer actually now on quite a lot of income here. Might want to consider selling the supply to not give the XP away, because he is getting close to level 3 here, TumStep. And that is, with the additional Vs, quite a scary army. Probably has enough to blast through this Stinger. That's a lot of tentacles, though. Okay, 1 V is going to go down. 2nd V going to go down. A little bit indecisive from Killer there. Does lose quite a lot. And the Vs have been successful, losing more tentacles. And is this GG? Ooh. He is close to dying, but still survives. Yeah, I think he might have this. S&D coming in now as well. Just gets even harder. Killer does have some nice expansion points. But no base. You need a base if you're going to have a chance, really. Yeah, he's got enough to brute force it now. GG. Very well played from TumStep there. Takes a 5-4 lead. Pressure on Killer then. Very much so. Going to be tough, because I think the Tox is better off there. Some more bet chat going on. Very nice. Might be a bit late for that in this set. Yeah, it was. Okay. Can TumStep go 1 away from victory here? Alright, we start with Killer then in the bottom left. He is playing as Vanilla USA in the gold again. Top right, we have got TumStep in the green playing as Tox, or GLA Tox in general. Oof, it's feeling quite tired all of a sudden, you know. It's amazing how draining just doing a bit of streaming can be. But yeah, very much pressure on here. Killer needs to win this game. I guess it's fairly tight in your base, so it's not the easiest to harass the USA because these supplies are super close to each other. It's harder for the Tox to harass here. On like a more typical map. Whoa, what is this? This is very different from okay. Yeah, this is very different from Killer. So I think the plan is to Toby spam. This is normally what this means when you go triple supply like this. And it can work if your opponent isn't expecting it. But if TumStep goes for a TT and just continuously TTs, it's pretty much game over. Very nice getting that Chinook there as well, just to get that out that tiny bit quicker. So 2k in the bank, that'll be... Oh, whoa. So he's actually gone triple supply, and then he's going to follow that up with... Interesting. Barracks again? Okay. Yeah, far from orthodox here from Killer. Actually going for 3 supplies beforehand. And there's the first technical, but no units to defend it. But... Okay, actually... That's quite nicely done. He's taking a few hits there. Dozer will now come in for the crush, and TumStep does lose. Yeah, nicely played. Is there a terrorist in there? Yes, there is. And takes a V and a dozer. Okay. Not bad. Question is, did TumStep see the triple supply and all of that? Killer needs to reset there, and he does. In comes the technicals. Should be able to get a few laser locks off here. Okay. I think Killer probably needs to get himself another War Factor. I'm surprised. I would have thought this would have been a Toby spam, judging by that, but apparently not. Fails to flush that building out and will lose a Chinook then. Not a total disaster, because he is still collecting on 5 Chinooks. But maybe he didn't want to lose that so quickly. TumStep very quick to expand to the 4th supply as well. And much quicker to 2 arms dealers. So I would say it's going slightly better for him. But he is still building this army up quite quickly. The 2 barracks is going to help quite a lot here. And that fire base is very nice too. Okay, 1 supply goes down. I think that'll do well to get up because of the angle that it's at. Maybe taking these 3 ranges and flushing this building out would be a good idea. Okay, nice micro. But this tunnel's going to get up. Is Killer just going to ignore it and go? He probably could. He needs to be decisive either way. Yeah, is he going to go to the base? Is he going to just allow this to live? You know, what is the decision making here? Nice surround here by, oh, is that? Yeah, he gets it. That was a very, very fast TT. Really nicely bad. Another terror. Wow, that's over. Boyka TT coming in hot there. And all this pressure here, and your army's just been cut, well, by about 60%. And you've just given Super Tech away. Still dangerous though, despite that massive success for TumStep. It's still not a done deal. Because this is still quite a scary army. Should be quite a few technicals out now though. He's trying to target that Super Tech. It's successful there actually. Nice laser locks coming out here. Okay, that was very nice. Is that another? Whoa, oh my god. I mean, he's got that dial, doesn't he? Incredible. Yeah, that is just GG. It just is. Killer can GG right now. There's no way coming back from that. Not good. Give him more Super Techs away in the process too. Still could collect from here. But I struggle to see what Killer can really do now. Yeah, big trouble. Was that a... Is he on flashbangs? Didn't quite tell there. Yeah, he is. Okay. TumStep's not going to allow that. Not a chance. And that might be an attempt for the hunt. Army gets wrecked. Yep. Hunt complete. And very professional this by TumStep. Really showing his level. During all of this, he's getting a palace too. So, real masterclass this. If that's a TT, then that is just, yeah. Won't get it though. Unless there's another one in there, there isn't. Nearly gets it. Yeah, just failing there. And is Killer going to go for one last ambitious push? Well, he has to try something, right? And he's going to be susceptible to the counter, though. Another expansion here by TumStep. Going to lay a load of stuff down. Yeah, I mean... even in by some miracle, he comes into the base and is able to stop this. He can expand here. He can like rebuild here. It would take ages just to be able to kill all this because the Stinger's in as well. I think there might be buggies out now too. I think Killer knows. Yeah, there's the buggies. And he is flogging a dead horse. Or something like that. There's so many things TumStep can do now. He doesn't really need to do anything efficient. He can just play it. He's actually on camera, and the German killer's out now too. So how much more punishment does Killer really want to take? He's got the cash, but he can't spend it. Market in play, so we'll be getting the worker shoes and the buggy ammo as well here. That B goes down for free. TumStep is now level 3 as well. Another V goes down. Yeah, not very often that you see the Tox get level 3 quicker there, actually. Jarman Kell putting some nice work in. Yeah, GG. There it is. I think he could have done that about 3 minutes ago, in fairness. But nonetheless, very, very well played from TumStep. And he goes match point, actually. So that is 4 games on the trot. Because he was 4-2 down. And he's now 6-4 up. Yeah, very well played by him. Killer has to choose the next map very wisely to bring this back. But it will be his map. Hello, special one. Welcome to you. Who's playing in the final? It's Excal versus America. And Maliki MT, welcome to you. Ah, and Mythic Eagle, good to see you as well. And Molia, hello, hello. Who says that Boyka would be proud? He would be, because they were some very, very, very nice Boyka TTs on show there. Really, really nice, actually. Section C. I'm assuming, let's just double check it's V4. V4, yeah. Cool. Looks like a lot of money. But yeah, what matchup does Killer need here? He did well at Tank Stealth. Maybe he needs one of them. Or maybe a GLA mirror. Maybe he'll fancy that. I think he's quite good at GLA mirrors. Army. Do that just to open him up. There we go. Okay. Nuke tank. Alright. That's... Whoa. Okay, it looked like more than I thought. That's a bit busy, isn't it?
You have...
Yeah, tank nuke. So tricky, but winnable both ways. But it is difficult for the tank. It is difficult. There's a name I've not seen in a while. Hello, Mark Smart. Hope you're well. Alright, TumStep just needs a minute. Might as well get some water. I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, we are back. So Killer playing as the tank first, so has to play the harder side of it. If he can win this, he'll feel pretty good getting to a decider. But that is a big if. Would be kind of nice to see a stealth mirror decider, actually. That would be quite cool. Might not get our wish. But you never know. Hello, DNF. Where's the Lithuanian vegan? He is probably on a break, I imagine. He was in the chat a minute ago, but yeah, I have a feeling that he might be on a short break. Yeah, it's not uncommon for Fargo. Quite a healthy thing to do, really. I think a lot of people would agree there. Alright. Both players are back. So, game... what is that now? Game 11. Match point for TumStep. He has 3 of them. We start with TumStep in the bottom left. Missing map intro, so ideal. Yeah, bottom left then with TumStep in the green playing as Nuke. Top right, we have got Killer in the pink playing as Tank. So Section C, this map's called. I'm not sure I've seen this map because I would have remembered it from all the white dots that are on it. That's kind of annoying, actually, to look at. I don't know about anyone else, but I can't explain it. I'm getting irritated by that. Anyway, you've got an oil in your base. And an oil refinery, and then there is 1 supply, 2 supply, and 3 supply. Some supplies here. Some supplies here. More supplies here. Oil and oil. Is that even symmetrical? Hard to tell. There's a lot going on here. Another oil and another oil. Another oil refinery. Another oil refinery. A repair bay, presumably somewhere there as well. My god. I'm really struggling to, like, keep up here. Tech repair bay there. So there was a tech repair bay over here. Yeah, there. So is there one? Oh, there. I missed that. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of money. Weird, however, that isn't... it's not actually that symmetrical, I've noticed. Like, you got supplies here, which is close to the middle. And you got a load of supplies here, which is kind of further away from the middle. So, yeah. Interesting. Anyway, you got a load of supplies. Like any modern map. Killer going for the early 3 supplies in his base. Whereas it's a 2 supply oil grab for TumStep. Killer now going Battlemaster training. I think that's a wise move. Ooh, does get off. Okay, it's kind of tit for tat. Outposts for a Battlemaster. The Killer actually not getting any XP for that because the Battlemaster killed itself there. A bit annoying when that happens. Can that outpost deny that? Yes, it can. And will crush it as well. Stays alive. Red guard looking for some more things to capture. Goes straight past... oh no, it didn't. It got the oil already. Of course it did. 3rd supply now. And 2 war factories are out. A tank hunter in this building will succeed in shoving him away. That is very ambitious. Headbutting a bunker might be able to get... tank hunter doesn't quite get it. Red guard now taking the oil refinery. Could have just caught the one in his base though. Okay, Flamer and Battlemaster going down there. I think the Flamer was Killer's. Judging by that colouring it was. A little bit of pink there. Yeah, a few Battlemasters now, and there is a prop out as well. Starting to build an airfield. That'll be for a Licks, which would probably be quite nice. Killer, sorry, TumStep actually anticipating a Licks of some sort as well. Our oil goes down. And can he use the ECM to crush this? I think that would be quite nice. Would be a travesty. Yeah, there's no way he's going to allow him to capture that. It's going to say. Does he get it? I think he's going to get the oil, isn't he? Oh, he got it. That's so annoying for Killer. Well, Battlemasters and Flame are looking to come in here. Trying to get a bit of aggression in. And Red Guard are out. I think they might have been built by mistake. Okay, Flamer comes in, but Bunker is going to get up. So this little foray for these Battlemasters is not going to achieve much. And these two Battlemasters, however, are... it's so annoying, isn't it? You get expansion in and you immediately have it ruined. And TumStep is going to stop that dozer. Yeah. That gets denied. Lix is going to come in. Battlemaster autoloaders are in play now. And I think the Lotus is out as well. Lotus actually nearly goes down to the Battlemaster there. That would have been annoying. I think that truck goes down to the explosion. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. It will. Nuke already out. No, and there's an airfield, yeah. This is where it gets super rough for the Killer. Because what does a tank do against nuke MiGs? Not a lot. Even the Lix is pretty useless. Gonna need a miracle, I think. That is what you're gonna need. And that army's gonna push out to the bottom right. There is a bit, I mean, there is a gap here. But he is chucking these away for free. He's gonna lose at least one. And another Battlemaster going to go down here too. Yeah. And that is a scary army already. Not even without nuke MiGs. I think he can win this without them. But he has got the nuke MiGs, and this is going to hurt a lot. Yep. Ouch. That is very, very painful. A couple of elixirs. Taking already massive amounts of damage. And there's a nuke MiG ready to take it out. Yep. And this is over, I'm afraid. Okay, MiGs come in. Actually kills his own oil there. Yeah, this is pretty RIP, I'm afraid. Very GG's. GG's well played. Very hard matchup that. Working out nicely for TumStep. But yeah, very nicely played by him. Takes the set 7-4. So someone said 7-3 earlier. They weren't that far off. Nearly got it right. But that was impressive from TumStep. He was 5 games down. He was 4-2 down and then went and won 5 on the trot and took the set. Very well played there. So yeah, commiserations to Killer. Kind of unfortunately goes away with nothing, whereas yeah, TumStep winning himself $100 there, which is very, very nice. Now oh, hello there, Boyker. I just see him lurking. Gee, Killer. Some of the fake names you get, honestly, it's quite funny. A few people playing a 2v2 there. Nice. Yeah, well, very nicely played by TumStep. Yeah, taking that set 7-4 and winning himself $100. Let's just very quickly remind ourselves. So if we look at this bracket, the final is here between Excal and Marikar. That is yet to be scheduled, I think. I'm not sure when that will happen. I think Dominator will be streaming this one, though. So yeah, do keep your eyes out on Dominator's channel. I'm almost certain it's going to be him streaming this one. Yeah, keep an eye out, because that will be coming at some point, and that is for sure going to be an epic match. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I need to actually eat dinner at some point. I was originally going to do a 2v2, but at 17 GMT, which is right now. But given that I just did this, I'm probably going to leave it there. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, as always. Very nice to see some great numbers for a Friday late afternoon, early evening. And yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll look to stream. I think I've got a stream coming up fairly soon. I will find out and I'll try and post that in due course. But yeah, GG's, well played. See you all very soon. Have a good weekend and see you.